noise for just one person. They had their back to me with a weight bar resting on their upper back, giant black weight plates on either end. Slowly, they squatted down and then pressed back up to standing. I forgot about the music for a second while I watched their legs flex. The person only wore shorts and a sports bra, and their back glistened with sweat in the low light. This place was definitely in need of some more lighting. The dim corners added more to the prison vibe. The person squatted again, making a little grunting noise as they stood up again. I should probably stop staring, or at least make my presence known. I definitely needed to stop staring at the person's ass, even though it was a spectacular ass. "Excuse me," I said, but they couldn't hear me over the music, so I stepped closer. "Excuse me," I yelled, and the person slowly pivoted, weight bar still on their back. Dark hair, tan skin, piercing blue eyes. That was all I got, and I almost stumbled backwards. I never seen someone so intimidating in my life. "You shouldn't sneak up behind people when they're lifting heavy things," she said, popping the bar off her back and letting it slam onto the floor and bounce a few times. She walked over to the sound system and turned the music down. Blessed relief. I could finally hear myself think. "I'm sorry, I didn't know how else to get your attention. The music was a little loud." One dark eyebrow raised. "Can I help you?" The irritation radiated off her in waves. What if I was a potential customer? Not a very good first impression for this gym. "Yes, I own the studio upstairs," I said, pointing upward. "And your music is too loud. It's messing with my classes." Her eyes narrowed. "Is it?" she said. And it wasn't a question. "Yes, the bass pounds through the floor and it's distracting. It was hard enough with the construction, but I thought once that was over, things would go back to normal." I never had issues with my downstairs neighbors before. They'd even given me free croissants every time I'd come in, and a few of their baristas had come to class. I wasn't getting any free croissants now, just dirty looks and layers of hostility. "Look, I'm not asking a lot. Just turn it down, or get some headphones. Are you planning to make it that loud when you open?" I hoped not. She stepped over the bar and walked closer to me, but it was only to reach for a water bottle that sat on a bench beside where I stood. I took an involuntary step back. "I'm planning to do whatever I want," she said, taking a swig of water. "This is my gym." I blinked at her. I was not anticipating any kind of resistance. Why was she being like this? If the situation were reversed, I'd be so embarrassed and would have been apologizing over and over. I would have been completely ashamed of letting my music intrude into someone else's peace. Not so much with her. "Okay," I said, drawing the word out. "So, what do you expect me to do?" She shrugged and took another swig of water. "Find another building?" Now I was getting pissed. This was ridiculous. Just turn the damn music down and be done with it. I inhaled angrily through my nose. "Can you just be a nice person and turn the music down? Please? I'm asking you as your upstairs neighbor and as a human being on this planet. Please." I tried not to let too much begging enter my voice. I wasn't going to grovel. I might look like a sweet-as-pie yogi, but if you push my buttons, be prepared for me to burn everything down. She sighed and rolled her eyes toward the ceiling, as if I was asking for too much. "I'll do my best," she said, and I guess that was as good as it was going to get. She turned her back on me and started doing pull-ups on one of the bars to my right.